As you guys already know, there are a lot of people who are getting deported back to Jamaica, but I'm specifically speaking of the ones who were incarcerated here in America for crimes of a sexual nature and they're being sent back home to Jamaica. Now, I would like to put a lot of you women on guard, especially women with children. I decided to bring awareness because there is this guy who is 57 years old. His name is Courtney. He was recently deported back to Jamaica this past Thursday after serving 10 years in an American prison for a number of child rape charges. Victims range from 9 years old upwards to older women. Now, guys, this 57-year-old serial rapist is back in Jamaica, free to roam and just hang around any and anybody, with most people not knowing his history. So to my women back in Jamaica who might be gullible or just farsighted when it comes on to these deportees, don't be so quick to take them into your home, especially to you women who have young kids. A lot of these deportees who got charged for crimes of a sexual nature, if it's one thing I know about them, they like to downplay their crimes. Once it's evident that this person that you're dating is a deportee and you ask them why they were deported or what for, if they're not forthcoming with that information, there are ways for you to check that information online. To be on the safe side, you can do your own background check on this deportee before taking him into your home to have him live among your kids. There are websites such as BOP.gov, which stands for the Bureau of Prisons. On that website, all you need is the person's full government name and their full date of birth. You log on, you type their information in, and if your information is correct, it will populate the charges this person was deported for. BOP.gov is a federal website that keeps records of inmates who were incarcerated for anything serious or heinous on a federal level if they were locked up in a federal prison. There are also websites on a state level, depending on whichever state they were arrested in, that keeps a record of their conviction history and their arrest record. This you could check by logging on to the state website. And again, this depends on which state they were incarcerated in. My reason for supplying this information to you is just so that you women can safeguard yourself, because I'm unsure if the government of Jamaica has these resources, but you guys can take the initiative of logging online and checking for yourselves before you invite some of these deportees into your home, because you never know. Remember, they're back in Jamaica now, some of them, and they will not be truthful and honest about the reasons why they were deported. And not every deportee is bad. I know this. But this is my way of informing you guys of how to safeguard yourself. I can remember a case some years ago where some guy was deported back to Jamaica. A lady took him into, she started have relationships with him. Come to find out, this guy eventually unalived her son. After her son was unalived and they started doing a background check on this guy, it was later found out that he was deported from Canada after committing some heinous acts on his then pregnant wife. So just be careful. Look on the website, check their names and check their cases, and then make your decision. Okay? Don't just take in anybody.